2 videos in 1 week? I must be out of my cotton picking mind. But anyways, we're locked in. So let's freaking go. Now, I've been consuming anime for such a long time that I'm nearly 2 steps behind and one bad decision away from buying a hentai manga and a body pillow, which I genuinely want, but I can't because of a certain demographic. Like, it's always the minorities that just ruin the fun for everyone. Kind of like how Hitler ruined that mustache look, which I could pull off, but let's not get sidetracked. Back when I started watching anime, legally that is, I would watch anime based on the description and the recommendation from people on the internet, which often ended in me wasting hours of my limited lifespan on straight garbage. And I would hate every minute of it. And if you're wondering why they just chuck my phone away, it's because I didn't have a choice. Back then it was such a hassle to get anime that it would take the God's willpower to delete it. Like, I would go to the public Wi-Fi spot, which was at a tavern, where drunk people would stagger around, pissing all over the place, and to make matters worse, the sun rays would heat up that piss and turn it into radioactive chemical fumes, capable of killing a fully grown elephant. And I'm surprised I didn't get superpowers by then. And I would stand there for hours on end, roasting in the sun, slowly creeping this new skin that I have. And I wouldn't have any food, no water. And that's what I had to go through. Like, you YNs don't know nothing. You have it easy. And 9 times out of 10, the internet would be slow. I bet a prison from the studio could have brought me the anime faster. And the worst case is that sometimes the files would get corrupted or just start over again, which then brought me to the painful decision to use my own data, like my limited precious data, my expensive data, to get the last few episodes. And only after that, after going through all that hell, would I then watch the anime. And I would be so happy to get the anime that I would take my weekly bath, prepare the food, find the perfect spot, connect my phone to the speakers so I can get that maximum experience. And at that point, I don't care what I got. All I know is that it's getting watched. It could be hentai, I don't really care. The neighbors' kids and pets could share through the walls and I wouldn't care. They need to get cultured anyway. And only then will I start to watch the anime. And just for it to be absolute garbage, the pain of... Wait, sorry, this intro's getting way too long. To make a long story short, for this festive season I'll be watching a few shows, and this may be taken however you want, with a grain of salt or as recommendations. Anyway, let's get into it. And so, in no particular order, I present to you Shangri-La Frontier Season 2. Now, I'm something of a critic myself, so I have a very high standard when it comes to watching anime. And trust me when I say this, Shangri-La Frontier is absolutely worth the watch. And Season 2 just dropped, so it's like SAO, but better and without all the flaws. Because honestly, that show turned to absolute garbage after the first arc. Sure, GGO had some good aspects, insist. But anyways, Shangri-La Frontier, in my humble opinion, is one of the goats when it comes to the whole fantasy genre. And I'm trying to make this into a critical video, but this show has great characters and the story is fantastic. The world building is easily a 9 out of 10, and more importantly, it has this playful tone that it keeps throughout Season 1. That's all about adventuring, and heck, I'm caught up with the manga and I know that this carries on for a very long time. And so too are a few annoyances, but let's not deal with that. And I left the most important aspects for last, as I'm sure the superior of us understand that what makes a great story isn't plots, character development, foreshadowing, or any of those goodies. The key to a great story is execution. What? Cutting someone's head off? I hear some uncultured swine as in the comment section. Again, I want to make this into a critic video, so I'm just going to give you an example. Like, look at Zero Leveling. By far, it has the most genius concept to ever grace the face of the earth. And quite frankly, I have never seen necromancy done this cleanly before. Like, the author really said, give me a necromancy, but hold the bones. And I said, that is clean. And I'm sure Lovecraft right now is rolling in his grave, jealous as hell. And my point is this, sure, it has a genius concept and it's someone's favorite anime, but it will never be the GOAT. And this isn't solely based on the lack of story or world building, but because of the execution. And I don't want to argue with anyone in my comment section. Go argue with your parents, even if you're an orphan. While scrolling through the internet, I came across, drumroll please, and I have heard / seen this name before. Like that one person that I mentioned in one of my previous videos. They recommended me this manga, and not only that, because I read manga on websites, I've been seeing dudes in the comment section using whatever means necessary to bring up dun dun. Just like how dudes with new tattoos be acting. Like, brother, yes, we see the ink, but people really be posting memes and all that, talking about it's the greatest anime of all time. Like, my nigga, what? If it's your favorite anime, we understand. But what do you mean it's the greatest anime of all time? Like, cause you got someone who just started watching anime like yesterday, talking about the greats. Like, my nigga, what? What do you know about the greats? Which brings me to the topic. Dudes be watching Attack on Titan and calling it an original masterpiece. Like, nigga, what? I can show you someone who did it first and better. Like, don't talk to me about the greats. Anyway, but as I was going through shorts the other day, I saw this scene and I gotta say, Even my hating ass has to admit that this shit looks clean as hell. And so, against my better judgment, I plan to watch it, and yep, I went through all the 5 stages. Now, with One Piece going on a break, I thought it's best I finally watch it, I mean, it's a very long show with a large fan base, and it has supposedly produced one of the best anime adaptations, and psych! Did you really think that I would ever watch One Piece? Like, it will take me 2 baddies actively begging me to make me consider even watching One Piece. Like, the time spent watching One Piece is time wasted. One Piece is such a mistake that I would wager that if it was expunged, then all evil from this world would disappear. Like, crime and everything would go away. And since I don't want to waste my limited lifespan talking about One Piece, I'll talk about the foreshadowing thing that I've been seeing. Like, y'all need to understand what true foreshadowing is. And correct me if I'm wrong, but foreshadowing in One Piece is basically Oda taking background characters from previous chapters and making them relevant. And as much as I hate Attack on Titans, that mangaka did a great work on that. That's true foreshadowing. But if y'all want another example, enter Ice Age 1. The first movie literally foreshadowed all of the following movies. And to prove this now, each and every movie has a hint on what the next movie will be about. This is foreshadowing. Do y'all see the difference? Anyways, moving on. This one is a bit of a curveball, but love, death, and robots. And before the keyboard warriors jump into my comment section talking about, well, actually, this is an anime. Brother, one, kill yourself. Second of all, the creators of anime, meaning Japanese people, define anime as a show that is animated, basically drawn, meaning that this is an anime, and this is an anime, also meaning that Goku has as much rights of being called an anime character as Peppa Pig. I know this is world chart information, like I used to square up with niggas who used to call anime Popeye, or cartoons. Damn near catching a body, but now I'm a chill guy. Love, Death, Robots isn't your typical story because, it's not a story. From my shallow understanding of it, Netflix seems to have paid studios to make episodes surrounding/related to love, death, robots, or any other combination of those 3 words. And it's really a refresher. Like, I feel like anime fans who usually don't branch out, especially One Piece fans, would really benefit from watching this. It currently has 3 seasons and episodes are barely 20 minutes long, with some just being 5 minutes or less. And I would wager that you can finish it in like 3 hours. And I've currently watched 2 episodes and I plan to watch the rest. Anyway, Classroom of the Elite Season 2. Now, I haven't made a concrete list, but if I did, Classroom of the Elite would be in the top 10, if not top 5. Like, while watching the first season of this, I thought it was average at best. And then that scene in the rain where Anna Koji dropped one of the coldest lines teenage me has ever heard.
I will help you get to Class A, like I promised. But
what?
Don't go prying into my life.
When I heard this for the first time, I put my meat away and I jumped in short and I was like, what? And what gave this line so much impact was the combination of multiple things. But the primary one was that the fact that this man was a mastermind, like manipulating everyone, including the viewers. Heck, I would wager that even the writer was manipulated. And I really be getting pissed off when I go online and see a video about the smartest anime characters of all time and seeing Aizen, Senku, Light Yagami, and Eren Yeager coming before this man. And let me repeat this for the people at the back. Eren Yeager higher on the list than Ayano Koji. I'll repeat, Eren higher on the list than Ayano Koji. Like, I can't speak much on Aizen since I don't know Bleach like that. But Light and Eren, like really, did you forget how Light went out? Bro was stabbing people across the world from his bedroom using a genius method, which I commend. But this man went out just as sad. Heck, I'd wager even sadder. And I'm sure that's not a word, but look at this. And Eren Yeager, this man could literally manipulate time itself, and he still lost. The only big brain move he did was letting his stepmom eat out his mom, just for his 10-year-old self to watch. Which I know sounds weird, but try telling him that. And no one better come into my comment section talking about, well, actually, it was all part of his plan. Like, brother, first of all, kill yourself. And again, Eren Yeager, higher on a list about being smart than Ayano Koji, is straight diabolical. And did we forget that this man was boycotting his books? And I mean, look at his face. He's clearly not brilliant by intelligence. And I would know. But anyways, season ended and there was no news of a season 2 for years on end. And then finally, season 2, along with season 3 dropped. And I really wanted to watch it, but I was going through this whole phase of not watching anime. But again, just the other day, I saw this nail wanting legs to be spread. And I said, wait, let me show. Like, I saw this and I was like, what? Since when does he move like this? But you know what? I'm an advocate for this type of behavior. Like, I wasn't familiar with this game. And because of that, solely because of that, I'm going to be watching this season. I mean, there's plenty more reasons, but hey, just for that reason, Rick and Morty, the anime. Now, this is an actual thing, which is absolutely ridiculous since, I've said that these are animes as well. But even more stupid is that I haven't heard a word about this apart from Charlie. And I don't know what the marketing department was doing with the budget. We definitely ate it. But anyways, deep down, I really love Rick and Morty. And I'm really curious, yes, just curious of what the show is about. And let me know if you all want an update. Now, cover your eyes, kids, because this next part right here, it's about to be legendary. Now, from the right corner, introducing the best thing humanity has to offer. By far the best thing Netflix has ever created. The pièce de résistance of all anime. Have scored highly even among critics and audiences. Weighing one season with 9 episodes, each being almost an hour. I give you Arcane! Now you don't need me to tell you that Arcane is a masterpiece. But since you're so dense, I will tell you, Arcane is peak. And season 2 dropped and I've been waiting, patiently avoiding spoilers like Nick Cannon be avoiding fatherly obligations. And there was no bone in my body that questioned if I was going to watch season 2 or not. Although I haven't made a list, but Arcane is number 1 because it is good on so many levels that it is peak. Like, I can't even begin to explain it. From the character development, to the contrasting ideas, to the emotional atmosphere, to the execution and story, everything is a 10 out of 10. Out of 10! Heck, even the soundtrack is, as the Russian people say it, creme de la creme. It is peak. Now, Arcane is an absolutely goated anime, and season 1 ended in such a cliffhanger that season 2 was almost Iron Man, inevitable. And with how things proceeded, I don't know what to expect from this season, because they'll be really subverting expectations, but I just hope and pray they don't entirely demonize Jinx and make her the bad guy. Because fuck Uptown. Oh, is it Piltover? I think it's Piltover. Anyway, fuck Piltover, I'm with the Undercity. Arcane is just, anyway. It's time for the glazing right now. If I was forced to either watch One Piece, knowing that I can also watch other anime, or just watch Arcane for the rest of my life, my nigga, I'm watching Arcane every day till the day that I die. Like, if I was stranded in the Australian desert, and I was asked if I wanted a glass of water or to watch Arcane, my nigga, I'm watching Arcane. If aliens came to invade the planet, and we needed to present something that is worth letting us all live, my nigga, Arcane would be the show that I'm staking my life on, because it is saving us. Like, if I could take a pill, that could give me Alzheimer's, which is a disgusting disease in my opinion, on the chance that it will make me forget only Arcane. That's for me to watch it all over again. My nigga, I would. If I was given an option between Arcane and a goth Asian mommy wearing fishnets, as painful as this is, my nigga, I'm watching Arcane, easy.
Get off that nigga dick, bro, what is you doing?
No nigga, I ain't done glazing. If a girl came up to me, trying to kidnap, using even the dumbest methods, my nigga, I might smack the shit out of her. But as soon as she throws Arcane in there, my nigga, I promise you, I'm falling like an origami. Easily. Like, I can easily be kidnapped. Like, if I could lick someone's toes, I would. Hey, foreshadowing aside. Anyway, but if you don't get the point, I will give you one more reason. Like, let's put it through the slow motion test. Like, my nigga, look at this. Look at this. This is Arcane in slow motion. Like, we all know what happens to anime in slow motion. Like, brother, look at this. Like, who make this? Like, someone was really in the studio just trolling, talking about, let me put this here. But again, look. It is as smooth as butter on a hot surface. I'm talking Michael Jackson smooth. Nigga, if Arcane was a girl, she can ruin my life. Okay, maybe I'm doing too much. But if you think I'm glazing right now, well, that's like it also. Anyway, that's my list of stuff I'm planning to watch and stuff I'd recommend. Anyways, that's all, folks.
Yeah, man. You allowed to say that? Legally?